In today's session, we are going to discuss on how to overcome bad habits. How to overcome bad habits. How many of you feel that you have bad habits? Okay, online, everyone has good habits. They don't have bad habits.
Prabhuji, I have Prabhu.
So most of us are actually having bad habits. So first, so when we so, so habits, definition of habits in dictionary. In Oxford Dictionary, the definition of habits is some settled or regular tendency. Some tendency which we do regularly or which is settled. That is called habit. Or there is another meaning also, the practice that is which is very hard to give up. We don't want to leave that practice. That is called habit. Or another meaning is also habit means it is a mental attitude that forms a habit. And so uh, so that is third definition. So this is three definition. One is first one is the regular tendency. Second is the practice to give up, practice which is very hard to give up. And third is mental attitude. Mental example, a dog's tail. Even if you keep the dog's tail in a pipe for 10 years, 20 years, okay, when the pipe is released, what happens? Again, it will be in his own shape. Even if you keep it for a long time, the tail will be like. There was King of England, Mr. Edward. He had a habit of stealing small things from people. Although he was a king, but he did this because he had a disease. He has a psychological disease called kleptomania. Kleptomania. In that disease, a person tend to steal small. So, and he could not get out of that habit. How much ever people used to tell him, how much ever he was embarrassed in front of everyone, but still to continue that. There was one thief who became a devotee in one temple. And he was a thief. He had a severe bad habit. And he could not get rid of stealing. So then, whenever devotees used to go out, what he used to do? He used to take the bag of devotees, take one bag, put it some other place. Take this bag, put another other place. So when devotees used to come back, all their bags would be at different locations. And then they were not able to understand. Why? This is like this. But then this devotee told, Prabhu, I have habit to steal. So that's why I'm taking bags and keeping somewhere so that, but I am not able to get rid of it. So in this way, understand that habits, especially old habits, embarrass us in front of everyone. In front of. So there are three types of habits. One is simple, another is grave, serious, simple, serious, and grave. Simple habits, serious habits, and grave. So what is simple habits? Any examples? We are daily habits. But it doesn't, it is not very serious, means it's not very serious habit. It's simple. Many people have that. Any example? Oh,
Prabhuji, waking up late.
waking up late. This is a simple habit. Anything else? Huh? Sleeping late, waking late, using phones. Okay, anything else? Overeating, biting nails, wearing unclean dresses, laughing on everything, whether if it is required or not, but still laughing. Then gossiping, postponing, spending, poking nose into others' affairs. Yeah. So addiction to coffee, tea, all this is simple. Serious habits, addiction to smoking, drinking, drugs, all that is serious ones. Then grave. Grave habits are very grave habits where a person should immediately rectify the situation. Otherwise, one will fall, one will actually ruined for whole life if we commit such grave habits. So, some examples are there. There was one millionaire man. He was 64 years of old. He used to go for jogging every day. So one day, 21 girl was there, who was just 20, 22 years of old. She also used to go for jogging, join him. They became very good friends. And after a week, this lady, this girl, got to know that this person is a millionaire. So uh, she started actually interacting with him more, and these interactions actually uh, what happened was that the old man got very much attracted towards this girl. So and then he was thinking that this lady is spending good time with me. I think she is attracted by me. So like that he was thinking. And then she also, because he was a millionaire, so she also started uh, giving lot of importance. She also started kind of glorifying him. Yeah. So And then she actually and this and one fine day she actually proposed him that I want to be with you. So then she actually, he was an old man. He was a old man. He got so much enamored by such kind of talk. And then eventually she she he had uh, he started spending more time with her. And then this person had a family. This old man had a family. She had a wife. She had a he had a son. He had a daughter. And so, but then everyone of the family members, the business colleagues, everyone started yelling at him, shouting at him, telling him that this is wrong behavior. You have a own family. And he actually kept, even after they telling him, but still he kept the connection. And what happened? Basically, he started spending so much money on that lady, and eventually he got bankrupt. And then when he got bankrupt, all the money is gone. What happened to the lady? She also went. So money also went, she also went, and he's like that. So this is actually grave habit. Especially illicit sex is a very grave habit. A person who gets into such habits, then his whole life is, now he had a good family, that is gone. He had a good business, that is gone. He had a good money, that is gone. And that lady also is. Another example is also one student. One student is studying computer engineering, and he's studying computer engineering in his first year of education. So he actually started exchanging notes and the books with one classmate. With one classmate. Eventually, what happened is they started interacting with each other. Then they shared the mobile numbers. They were talking to each other, and sometimes during some festivals or exam times, they used to talk. But eventually, that became very personal. Earlier, it was just like formal. I want this. I want that. This, or Diwali aa gaya to just wish. Exam is there, so just wish. That was going on. But then after that, it became very personal. So then this boy, he got so much attracted to this girl who was classmate. He started writing poems on her, started sending messages. And generally, girl, if somebody is some boy is behind him, so uh, she also becomes she also sometimes she becomes positive. She says that yeah, she doesn't deny, and that boy generally continues. And this boy also, because she was very positive, so he became mad after her. So he started sending letters. So they started exchanging letters, phone calls, emails, started going to beach, movies, and eventually once they went to Goa and they indulged in illicit activity. And that lady, she got pregnant. Even after 4 months, she got to know that she's pregnant, and she was thinking that whether I should abort the child or I should marry this boy. And they were just third year of engineering. And when the parents got to know, so both the students, the boy and girl, both were, when the parents got to know, parents immediately what they do, they go to college. They say, what you are teaching students, this, that. The college gets to know. The college gets to know. The college expelled both. the students. And they had a police case, and the parents, they were not interested for marriage because both the both the boy and girl were from different caste, they were from different state, economic status, and all. The child was the small child who was in the womb of that girl was aborted, and the boy was sent behind the bars. He was in the jail. So what happened? Career lost, future became black. So, and it became so difficult for him eventually, and even he got a heavy karmic reaction because they killed a child in the womb, and he was put behind the bar also. All those all those activities became a black stars on his chest. Black stars. In military, there are golden stars. Correct? They show the stars. Why? Because they want to show who I am. Similarly, this boy, he also got black stars, black dots, which actually remained in his whole life. His career is lost. He doesn't have job. He doesn't have that girl. He doesn't have that small child. Everything is gone, and he got a heavy karma of aborting a child. So, so sometimes people think that, oh, it was not a very serious thing, but how it came. Actually, it starts with a handshake and ends with abortion. And sometimes the boy is sent behind the bars. As girl, she can easily escape because of innocence. Okay? Girl is given more, what you call it, facility than the boy. Boy is considered more responsible. So, just like this illicit activity, there are many other great activities: stealing, robbing, forgery. Forgery means forgery means uh, people actually make fake documents. Yeah. So that is called forgery. Murder, terrorism, all these are grave habits. Simple, serious, and grave. So habits are very addictive. If you see the word habit, if you remove H, it remains a bit. If you remain if you remove A, what remains? Bit remains. If you remain B, it remains. Correct? So habits have a nature that it makes us addicted to something. So yeah, there are many sayings about habits, famous sayings. Old habits die hard. Habits are like cozy beds. It is very easy to get in, very difficult to get out. Cultivating a habit is like plowing a field. So it depends how we plow the field, how we water the field, which crops we put in the field. Yeah. Habits actually start by being too weak to be felt and end up becoming very strong. When we are weak, some small bad habit starts, but eventually that bad habits becomes very strong. So it is said, before you realize that you have got a habit, the habit has got you. By the time we realize that I have got some bad habit, the bad habit has already taken you up. So, so bad habits are bad, but when we are into bad habits, we feel very much good. That's why we should know what is danger of bad habits. It is said, especially illicit sex. It is said if somebody indulges in illicit sex, what happens? One loses shaucham. Shaucham means cleanliness. Internally, a person is not clean, and externally also person is not clean. Dhyana, concentration. Whenever we want to do something, we are not able to concentrate because of this. Naishtika Shanti, everlasting peace is lost. Vichara Shakti, power of inquiry. Dharana Shakti, power to grasp. And Viveka Shakti, discrimination, power. Shaucham means cleanliness. Because thoughts are not clean, we are just meditating on illicit activities. So, uh, so that's why the thoughts are not clean. That's why internals are not clean. And when internals are not clean, externals also be like that only. Then dhyana. Dhyana means concentration. So whenever we want to study, whenever we want to do some work, anything, the dhyana is not dhriti, means determination. We don't feel determined to do any certain activity because of this bad habits. It's like if we are want to do something, the bad habits are pulling us in reverse direction. Power of inquiry, vichara shakti. The whole shakti to vichar, to think, to inquire is lost. Sometimes we feel that, oh, why this thought didn't come in my mind? Because the vichar shakti is. Then dharana shakti. Dharana means grasping. So power to grasp is also, we don't remember anything. So, and viveka shakti, discrimination power. That's why we see in this world so many people not having this, they are creating blunders. They are creating blunders. They are doing something, just something. Yeah? They don't have discrimination power, what to do, what not to do, what is right, what is wrong. They are not able to remember anything much. So, like this, illicit sex is especially very important in Kali Yuga. Prabhupada said illicit sex is one of the things which is very difficult to follow. Meat eating we can follow, intoxication we can follow, gambling we can follow. But illicit sex is very, very. And what is the problem? Bad habits actually spoil our future. Yeah. So sometimes initially we think, oh, it is so nice, it is giving so pleasure, it is giving me so happiness. But then the future is gone. It is said there is a saying, sow a habit, reap an action. Sow an action, reap a habit. Sow a habit, reap a character. Sow a character, reap a destiny. So from thought, we receive destiny. So means put inside. If you put a thought inside, it will come at an action. When you put an action, it will come at as a habit. If you put habit, it will give a character. When you put character, it will give you destiny. And we see so many people, they have health problems, they have financial problems, they have social problems, family problems. Some people actually lead to criminal activities. Why all that is happening? Because The basic thing is habits are not good. When somebody commits a problem, some problem is there, or somebody commits a mistake, you realize that the basic problem is in his habit. Is so so we see that in today's generation, uh, everyone is taking to wrong habits, and they don't know what is the danger behind it. What is the danger behind that? So so Radheshyam Prabhu gives one description. Dr. Benjamin Spock, he's a some kind of well-known person. He's telling, he said, we should not spank our children when they misbehave. We should not shout our children when they misbehave, because their little personalities will be wrapped, and we might damage their self-esteem. So what he's telling, if children commit mistake, we should not misbehave with them, because their minds may get damaged in childhood. Yeah, and that will, or that, because if we shout, misbehave, that will remain in their mind. So then, actually, this Spock, Benjamin Spock, is a person whose son got committed suicide. Who is telling? He is telling all that. So then, people said, okay, we will not misbehave. So then someone said, let our daughters have abortions if they want. They won't even have to tell their parents. And we said, okay, this kind of a poem. Then some wise school board member said, since boys will be with the boys, they are going to do it anyway. Let give our sons all the condoms they want, so that they can have all the fun they desire. And we won't have to tell their parents they got them at the home school. Said, okay. Then some of our top elected officials said, it doesn't matter what we do in private as long as we do our jobs. Agreeing with them, we said, it doesn't matter to me what anyone, including the president, does in private as long as I have a job and the economy is good. Means the politicians are telling, we are not worried, whatever you want to do. And people are telling, we are not worried, whatever you want to do. Till the time I have my job or economy is nice, everything is okay. Then someone said, let's print magazines with pictures of nude men, women, and call it wholesome, down to earth appreciation for the beauty of female body. We said, okay. Then the entertainment industry said, let's make TV shows and movies that promote profanity, violence, and illicit sex. Let's record music that encourages rape, drugs, murder, suicide, satanic themes. And we said, it's just entertainment, it has no adverse effect. Nobody takes it seriously anyway. So go right ahead. And now we are asking ourselves why our children have no conscious, why they don't give right, they don't know right from wrong, why it doesn't bother them to kill strangers, their classmates, and themselves. So basically, all these activities have happened in the society, and that's why everyone in this world are having bad habits. Children have bad habits, teenagers have bad habits, even elder ones also have bad habits, because so much is the culture is being spoiled. So is it possible that we can give up bad habit? Yes, bad habit can be given up. But we have to work from our mind level. Our subconscious mind is like a book. In the book, something is written, correct? In book, something is written. So from where this is written? This is written. So this is written from four things. This is basically what input we are giving to the mind, and same thing is being written there. For example, the kind of books we read, depending on that, similar things are written in our subconscious mind. Somebody is reading Bhagavad Gita, so for him, subconscious mind will have different impressions. Somebody is reading all other nonsense books, he'll have different. The kind of movies we see, the kind of music we hear, the kinds of friend we keep. So yeah, so this is how uh, habits are, and so this is the first way how we can give up bad habit. One is by changing the input to the subconscious mind. When input is given good, the output will come good. There is a principle called gigo: garbage in, garbage out, good in, good out, positive in, positive out, negative in. So yeah, so whenever something is being seen, whenever somebody is doing, so whatever he's doing, it is depending on what input is coming to. Yeah. Just like a car, the condition of the car depends on how is the mood of driver. If the driver is good, he will maintain the car good. Correct. If the driver is not good, garden and the gardener and the garden. The garden is beautiful, maintained nicely. How? When the gardener is good. If the gardener is not good, so then you will not see garden. You will see them that is jungle. Garden means specific plants, good plants, flower giving plants will be there, properly, nicely maintained. But forest means anything can go anywhere. Nobody maintains. Okay, so we'll continue tomorrow. Some more things are there from Bhagavad Gita. Okay, Hare Krishna.